Howdy, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm super excited to have with us in the studio Morgan Beck from Johan Vineyards. Morgan is the winemaker at Johan as well as the general manager. Thanks for coming, Morgan.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to chat.
Yeah, and so we're super stoked to have Johan Vineyards as a feature this month. Right off the bat, a striking feature of Johan is that you guys have so many different grapes you grow. And when people, especially here in Alaska, when we think about the Willamette Valley, right? You think Pinot Noir, you think Pinot Gris. That's about it. Now, obviously, there's more than that in Oregon, but you guys are kind of taking it to another level, right? Like, how many grapes and what grape varieties are you working with there?
Yeah, we have quite a few at this
Uh-huh.
point. Um, Technically, we have 16 different grape varieties in the ground, and 14 of those are like in real amounts that we actually work with or sell. Pinot Noir clearly is where it all started, and we have even in the Pinot camp, we have 10 different clonal selections, all of those on at least 2 different rootstocks. So lots of diversity across the Pinot Noir on the property as well. Pinot Gris, of course, Gruner Veltliner, and Blaufränkisch came in 2010. 2011, we brought in Gamay Noir, Cab Franc, and Malone de Bourgogne. Chardonnay is pretty diverse. We have 7 different clonal selections, some higher acid clones of Pinot Noir, a little bit more Blau, some Zweigelt and Saint Laurent, some Mondouse, Ribolla Gialla, Friulano, a little bit of Kerner, and then we are starting to work with Sauvignon.
So the wine that we're featuring this month from Johan is this guy. It is their 2017 Blaufränkisch with this, really nice kind of, I don't know, autumnal pastoral scene there. Um, so for folks that maybe haven't tried Blaufränkisch before, Morgan, could you go ahead and maybe say a little bit about, I don't know, its general flavor profile, or even what you enjoy about the grape, or what it's like to work with it in the winery.
Sure. Yeah. I think a big thing that we realized pretty early on is that it does have a lot of similarities to Pinot Noir, and similarities to Pinot Noir here on our site. We find it to be a really great translator of terroir. We see a lot of kind of sanguine and iron coming from both the Pinot and the Blau, but I would say the Blau has just a little bit deeper and darker fruit profile, a bit more tannin, so the skins of the grape are quite thick. Pinot is this known to be a very delicate grape, right? Very thin skins, small cluster, tight cluster, um, and highly aromatic. And we're pretty gentle with the Pinot for sure. But the Blau is a really large cluster. I mean, it's like you hang it in front of your face and it's as big as your head.
Wow.
The berries are very big with very thick skins. We did realize early on that we like to over vintage it, so it enjoys an extra 6 to 8 months in barrel, just because it does have those thicker skins and kind of higher tannin and structure. And then the other thing I think I would mention about Blau that in comparison to Pinot Noir is just, even with the 100% destemmed fermentations, it is really spicy. You get this whole kind of dimension of like baking spices and spices just from the berries themselves, not even introducing stems.
So moving from the Blaufränkisch, I guess I'm thinking now in the future. So like this can't be the last project you guys have going? There's got to be some other experiments planned or grapes in the works. Anything you can give us a sneak peek at, or or what you've even got in the cellar right
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess um, something I'm really excited about is the Zweigelt. So we made our first Zweigelt in 2019, last harvest, and we'll be putting that to bottle in, um, I guess, a week and a couple days. So that's been really interesting to work with. I guess I did have the opportunity to visit Austria last year and just go and kind of pick people's brains, because there aren't too many people here in the US that are working with these grapes for me to really ask questions of.
now?
And overwhelmingly, I felt like most people in Austria kind of treat Zweigelt as the like fresh, juicy, quick to bottle, chuggable red wine that we often see here in the States. And we're seeing a really kind of compelling and serious expression of Zweigelt from our site. I guess one thing to mention is Zweigelt, the two parents of that grape are Blaufränkisch and Saint Laurent. It does have a lot of similarities to Blau, but Saint Laurent is quite a bit lighter and a bit more like Pinot Noir. One of the parents of Saint Laurent is Pinot Noir. So all of these grapes kind of have some, lineage with each
Yeah.
other. And one of the parents of Blaufränkisch shares a parent with Pinot Noir. So it's like they're
Oh,
all
sure.
somewhat related.
With that's Gouet Blanc. That is the relative, right? Cool.
Yeah. We did some skin contact Gruner. Yeah, we've got a lot of fun things happening, I guess.
It sounds like it. Yeah. Again, thanks very much for joining us. And yeah, we look forward to trying more of your wines and one day having you come visit in person.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me, and thanks for chatting. And I definitely look forward to visiting at some point. We will be able to do that again someday.
Right.
I'm
Perfect.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too.